right, today we're going to talk about the consistency of your paste. So you're going to get your paste in the mail, and sometimes they're going to be a little chunky. You're not going to be able to use them. So you want your paste to be the consistency of sour cream is the best way to put it. So you open up this and you can see how solid it is. It's cracked on the side a little bit, and it's just a little bit too solid. So here's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna take a little bit of water, and actually let's go ahead and mix this up. So see how that is way too thick for our projects, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like that after I mushed it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna pour some water in there. Just a little bit of water in there, and you gotta be really careful when you're mixing because it will splash all over until you get it mixed up a little bit. So just be really careful. And this stuff does wash out the paste. Now if you're working with ink, that's a whole another story. But the paste will wash off just about anything. But no need to splash it everywhere either. So grab it from you know, the sides, pull it off all the sides, and get it going. And now you can see that it's mixing up a little bit better, but that is way too thick for me. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more. And the good thing about your paste is that you can't really mess it up too bad. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there are some people who could mess it up pretty bad. But if you put too much water in it, all you have to do is leave your jar open for like 30 minutes and it's going to be totally fine. So, oops, see, I'm spilling now. Getting a little cray-cray on my stir. But this is much, much better. And you can see it's more of a creamy type mixture. That's where you want it. That's where you want it, because if you get it too thick, it's not going to go on your projects very well. It's going to dry really fast, and it's going to be too thick. So this is okay for me right here. This kind of consistency where it's nice and creamy, and you can see mixing it around, it's nice and easy to do. Now, here's another tip that I got from our upline. First of all, let me grab one of these. Making a mess over here. Okay, so you can see this is going to wash off anything that you do. That's the great thing about our projects, right? If we jack it up, we get to start all over. Okay, so the other thing that I heard that's really good to do when you're done with your project, take your spritz bottle and just spray. Give it 1 or 2 sprays and then put your lid on. And then when you go to mix it up, you've got some moisture already in there, and it keeps it from drying out while it's sitting there. So there's that. Now we're gonna go ahead and do one more so I can just show you really quickly how easy this is. You can see the consistency of this is way too thick. I just got these in the mail. So actually, let's go ahead and mix this up. This wasn't as bad as the last one. So this won't take much water. But we'll just put some in there and start mixing up. So you can see you might have to do this with all of your paste. It just depends. Your ink is not gonna be, I haven't had the experience with inks that I have with paste. The ink is pretty creamy when it comes out. So I haven't really had to add any water to my inks yet. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but I haven't had the same experience with the ink as I have the paste. So I don't think you know, you're gonna have to do this as often when it comes to these. So this is like the perfect consistency right here, nice and creamy. That's gonna work perfectly. So that is what you want to do for all of your paste. that simple.